Thigh depth, cushion depth, seat depth. They're all the same, right? Wrong. But why? Now the first one is thigh depth, and that's basically from your popliteal fossa, which is this little crease over here, to your knee crease, all the way to the back of the bottom. So if we're measuring it on this little guy, we're gonna measure right at the knee crease, right to the back of the bottom. Pretty much anything that touches the seat surface, that's gonna be your thigh depth.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
Let's say our thigh depth is a lovely 16 inches. Great. Then we have our cushion depth. Now your cushion depth will not actually match your thigh depth because you actually want a little bit of space between the cushion and your knee crease. So if someone's at 16 inches long on their thigh depth, you probably want to go either a 15 or even a 14 depending on what they wanted. So 15 would be the most common practice, but if somebody liked to kick their knees in a bit more and didn't want to rub on the cushion, you might cut it back a bit more. But generally speaking, if a thigh depth is 16, usually you're going to be around 15 inches on the cushion depth. So if the cushion is 15 inches deep, then it must mean that the chair is 15 inches deep, right? You guys know me too well. No, more often than not it is. If your cushion is going to be 15 inches deep, your chair is probably going to be 15 inches deep. So the chair would be this thing over here. But if you're using a power chair with power recline, you might need an extra inch. So for a backrest to go over here, you might need an extra inch in your seat depth to allow for a 1 inch backrest. If you've got an even thicker backrest, say a 2-inch backrest, like a really thick backrest, then your chair might come out to here. So the client might measure at 16 inches in the thighs. Their cushion might be 15 inches in depth, and then their seat might be back to 16 inches in depth, or it could be up to 17. It just depends on how thick it is. But essentially, you've got the client's measurement, and then you want to take off an inch also for the cushion, and then the chair will match the cushion unless you've got a thick backrest in which you need to extend the chair out. Hope that makes sense.